So we have gone into the UI of Postman. So now let's deep dive into the Postman API tools. So mainly Postman is the powerhouse for API. So this Postman powerhouse can fulfill most of the functions, most of the actions that as a Linux guy, as a operations guy that you would like to do on API. So a Postman platform includes a comprehensive set of tools that help accelerate the API lifecycle from design, testing, documentation, and mocking to the sharing and last but not least discoverability of your APIs. So let's look into the one of the widely used tool API tool from the Postman powerhouse, that is API client. The Postman API client is the foundational tool of Postman, and it enables you to easily explore, debug, and test your APIs while also enabling you to define the complex API requests for HTTP, REST, REST, SOAP, 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 and GraphQL, NoSQL one, GraphQL, and WebSockets. So most of the complex types of API requests can be handled using Postman. Okay, so the API client automatically detects the language of the response, links, and format texts inside the body to make inspection easy. The client also includes a built-in support for the authentication protocols like OAuth 1.2 or 2.0. It's even the version of that, and AWS signature. Fantastic. That's AWS signature to use AWS services. Then Hawk and many more. And each of this API client related features that we are going to do with, we are going to work. Even API requests such as HTTP, REST, SOAP, GraphQL, WebSocket, each because I have huge amount of experience on working on REST as well as GraphQL, whereas NoSQL as well as a MySQL databases from fetching the data from both the databases. It's pretty different, and I have a hands-on experience on working with API which are very secure. Example, the Volvo APIs working with and handling with working and fetching data from Volvo API is pretty difficult. I'm the only one has to handle whatever thing is. So I have huge amount of exposure on this API, specifically whether it is REST or GraphQL. I have worked on both. I have worked on both REST as well as GraphQL. So through the API client, you can organize requests into Postman collections to help you organize your requests for reuse so you don't waste time building everything from scratch. Your collections can also contain JavaScript code to tie requests together or automate common workflows, and you can use scripting to visualize your API responses as a charts and graphs. That's also we are going to do. We are going to visualize our API responses also.